what exactly are the factors that we look at when we are trying to value a business. We are going to compare and contrast market value, investment value, bankruptcy value, and going concern value. So already I'm kind of jumping my slide a little bit. I mean, one of the things that I just asked just a minute ago was I said, well, is there one definition of value or are there multiple definitions of value? You can see here, I mean, there's many definitions of value, and we're going to talk about some of the key definitions of value and try to understand how that can play a factor in terms of how a business is going to be valued. We're going to list the key differences between technical and fundamental analysis. So generally speaking, there's two different ways in broad strokes when we come at trying to value a business. One is we can use technical analysis. The other way is we can use fundamental analysis. We're going to compare and contrast those. Next, we're going to calculate the idea of intrinsic value using discounted cash flow methods such as the Gordon growth model and the H model. So lots of models today going into this idea of valuation. So when we talk about intrinsic value, when we talk about the guts of how much something is actually worth, so if you sort of strip down a company, how much is a company really worth? What are some of the models that are going to tell us that? And that's what we're getting at there. We're going to calculate intrinsic value using free cash flow. We're going to calculate the gains and losses to the buyer and the seller in a merger or acquisitions. Pretty typically, when we're talking about value, we are talking about mergers and acquisitions, or at the very least, acquiring a company or selling a company. So what exactly goes into that gain or loss when we do that? When we acquire or we sell a company, how do we actually tell what that gain or loss is?